live on Lunch Break Live. I'm here with the incredible BJ Hollifield, fabulous Vogue couture woman and model who is making some fabulous, fast, easy vegan dishes. Take it away. Let's start cooking. Don't tell me what you're going to make. Make it.
Okay, great. Well, I was going to say that my dishes are going to be fast, easy, and cheap, although I am not. So, we're going to start off with the tofu scramble. Just the most simple tofu scramble you can do, because I constantly hear complaints that people, you know, it's like, I don't know what to cook, it's too difficult.
There it is, the tofu.
And it's just, this is how you do it. When you make it a little easy, I'm going to put a little bit of olive oil in here.
Fabulous, just
And
a little
then
bit.
we're going to fire it up.
Okie dokie.
Crash test dummies here.
All right, there we go. We get a little firing up. There we go.
Firing it up.
All right.
And then this is what I do with a block of tofu. This saves making a huge mess, because we don't want to make a huge mess. We don't want to wash more than one pot. That's the thing too with being a busy mom.
A busy vegan.
A busy mom, a busy vegan, a busy activist. So I just take the fork and just mash it up in the pot.
Really? I've never seen this before. Always learn something new.
It's easy.
And there's a little bit of oil in there,
There's
and
a
that's
little
it.
bit of oil, and then we're going to just add a couple of ingredients. Now, when you make your tofu scramble, you can add things if you feel like it. You can put in onions. You can put in mushrooms. You can put in all sorts of things.
Whatever veggies you want.
Exactly.
Okay.
Now, what I'm adding is a little bit of, it's either turmeric or turmeric.
Yes, turmeric. Let's call the whole thing off.
And then just...
Ooh, Dwayna Baker says she's watching and she knows this is going to be another great recipe. Yes. Look at this.
See, easy.
So now we're already getting the feeling of it being a scrambled egg, because you've got the turmeric providing the color and you've got the tofu providing the texture. Now, one thing I know, people mess up tofu when they don't get the right consistency. Can I see what you got from Trader Joe's? Because that is super important. You want to get the firm tofu. If we leave you with one thing, if you're making tofu scramble, get the firm tofu. The soft tofus are designed for creams and puddings, not for making a scramble. So firm or even extra firm, okay?
Exactly,
Yes.
Jane. A lot of people make desserts with the softer tofus, but then if they use it for a scramble, they're going to say, oh, it's slimy. But it's not slimy.
No, it's not. Look at this. This looks just like scrambled eggs right here.
I love Lowry's garlic salt.
Oh, you do?
I do.
Okay.
To me, it's better than the rest, and then you don't have to put salt and garlic powder. You can just
it's a one-stop shopping.
It's a one-stop shop.
Wow, Lowry's garlic powder. Look at that. That looks good.
Looks good, smells good. This is the thing with tofu.
Yeah.
Tofu tastes like what you put in it.
Yes.
It is very bland and tasteless. That's why you add things.
Yeah, and let me say this for some people, because, you know, the meat and dairy industry has tried to demonize tofu.
Exactly.
Very, very, very deceptive. Why? Because 80% of all tofu produced is fed to farm animals. So when you eat farm animals, you're eating concentrated tofu.
Thank you, Jane, for that, because
Yes.
so many people are afraid of soy.
Yeah.
And it's really sad and a little bit ridiculous.
It's
I
ridiculous.
had a friend of mine who's been vegetarian for 30 years, and he says, am I going to get man boobs if I eat soy?
Oh,
I'm like,
God.
please,
No, dairy
myth.
will give you man boobs. Okay, so what's next?
Okay, next I'm going to do another dish that we
That's
can
it?
do.
You're just...
Well, no, I'm still cooking
Look
it
at
up
that.
here.
Look at that. Does that look like scrambled eggs or what?
exactly like scrambled eggs.
It just happened in a flash. Didier Danielle says, yes. 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 Okay,
so
there
one
we
of the
go.
great things is, Jane, you can eat it just like this.
Okay.
It's fine, but if you
Watch
want
out
to
with that knife. Watch out with that knife. Now listen, I want you obviously went shopping at Trader Joe's. We want to show people what you can get. This is vegetable fried rice. And this is all very inexpensive. Contrary to what people say about, oh, cooking vegan is so expensive. This is very inexpensive.
What I love about this dish is people have asked me, what can I do to feed the vegans. I have vegans coming in. I don't know what to feed them. This is one of the easiest things you can make. People love it. I've never met anyone who hasn't liked
Oh my
tofu
gosh, you're
rice.
putting this right on top?
Right on top.
Oh, I love it. I love it. Here, I'll take that. Okay, perfect. So you take the tofu you take the fried rice and you put it right on top of the tofu, which is like, oh my God, this is fantastic because Trader Joe's has already put in all the great veggies.
Exactly.
And now you have basically fried rice with what looks like egg but is not egg. You are a genius.
Well, thank you.
Yeah. Wow.
It comes from being overworked, not lazy, but
No.
you could be lazy and do it.
You're not.
It works.
You're definitely not lazy. You are fantastic. And you are a model and a mom.
Well, I used to be a model. I haven't modeled for a while, but I was a model for 15 years. And I'm actually a little bit short to be a model, so I worked as a petite, and then I also worked a lot in Tokyo.
Ah, fabulous.
And that's where I found out about factory farming and became vegetarian.
Yeah.
So,
And just look at this. Okay, vegetable fried rice with tofu. That is absolutely unbelievable. Okay, look at that, how pretty that is. That is fantastic. So what are we going to do? We're going to do a taste test now?
well, I'm not sure if it needs just a little bit more time.
All right, well, is there another dish you're making, or is that
Yes,
pretty
there
much
is.
it? Okay.
Do you want to go ahead and taste it?
I would like to taste it. Yes,
Okay,
absolutely. Give me a taste test. You know, I never have breakfast when I'm doing a lunch break live because that's plenty.
think
That's
this is-
more than
okay.
enough.
Okay,
That's a great taste test. So now,
Jane.
here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna put that down.
Okay.
And you're gonna come over to
Okay.
where I'm at, and you're just gonna hold this, turn
Okay.
around, and don't really move it, and don't play with the buttons. The lady played with the buttons the last time, and all hell broke loose. Okay, and this will be fine. This is going to be a quick second. She's trying to do her dish and hold that at the same time. So I don't know you can do that. So we'll just stop that for a second. Do you see me? Do you see me?
Yes, absolutely. I
Okay.
see, Jane.
I see you, and I'm ready. You've given me a great idea. Honestly, because I love, the Chinese fried rice. It's one of my favorite things to go to a Chinese restaurant and get the fried rice. And so often I tell them, please, no egg, no egg, no egg. And sometimes it comes out with the egg anyway, and it's devastating to me because we know how cruel eggs is. All the male chicks are killed. So I don't want to in any way, shape, or form support even a tiny bit of egg. It looks like eggs. It's completely cholesterol free, which, eggs are just a ball of cholesterol. So let's try this. This is great. This is just like veggie fried rice. And that was so fast. You saw that was under 5 minutes. It's got onions. Because you went to the Trader Joe's. You got the fried rice mixture. I'm going to do this at home. Because I like this. And sometimes, I don't want to order from a restaurant. I don't want all that packaging. Sometimes it comes in plastic and then I feel terrible. I'll just make this at home. This is really good.
And you know what? Kids like it. Everybody likes it. You can spice it up a little bit. You can put some Tabasco on it. You can get some garlic salt to make it a little bit more flavorful if you want.
This is so easy, so inexpensive. Tofu is very inexpensive. If you take tofu, which would be an alternative to your dead animal, I don't even say meat anymore. Because we're trying to remove ourselves from what it is. It's a dead animal who used to have a mother, who has a heart, who has eyes, who feels pain. If you eat it, you killed it. You killed it, you're responsible. So, this is a great alternative. All right, let's get back to it.
You, Jane.
All right. Now, okay, we're going to come to the next. We are here live with BJ Hollifield, a fabulous fashion icon, a model, a mom, and a vegan, and she is making incredible, fast, inexpensive. Jazz, it may not be a new one, but we're showing people. There's a lot of people who don't know.
This is really for a lot of new vegans that don't know how to do things.
They don't know how to do things. You know, people have been.
And they're like, what am I going to eat? It's going to be so hard. I can't do it.
And Gabe Oria says, yes, don't say meat anymore. We shouldn't use the word meat. Dead animals.
I'm with you on that too.
That's what they are. They're animals who died, who lived a horrible life and died a horrible death. And that's what they are. Okay. So here we go. What are we making now?
We are going to make tofu with country potatoes, green beans, and wild mushrooms.
Okay, once again, Trader Joe's. We got to give some props to Trader Joe's. They have a lot of vegan options. And of course, you want to check to make sure there's no butter and no egg, but this is 100% vegan. And they have a lot of these. So this is called country potatoes. And we checked, right? It's 100% vegan. There you go.
Now, there's something that snuck in since I've been using it.
What? Nothing.
I said nothing.
Nothing, yeah.
So,
one of the things that we have to do is keep checking, because sometimes they'll throw in a little milk powder when you least. We've had that happen once or twice, which of course is no fun. Okay, country potatoes, Trader Joe's with haricot vert. I don't know how to say that. Wild mushrooms. Okay.
They're trying to make it fancy.
They're trying to make it fancy, but it's inexpensive.
But it's green beans and mushrooms.
What is it?
It's green beans and mushrooms.
Where are you from, BJ?
I'm originally from a small town in Georgia.
Woo!
Sometimes the South slips out.
Yeah, no, I love that. In fact, I'm heading to South Carolina, Hilton Head.
Oh, wow.
For the
That's
first,
a nice area.
I think it's the first or second ever Veg Fest. And
Awesome.
I'm going to be speaking at the Hilton Head Low Country Veg Fest.
That is fantastic.
Yes, I'm leaving on Friday, and we're actually going to talk to them on Thursday. So if you're anywhere near Hilton Head, come to the Low Country Veg Fest. Okay, there we go. Whoa, that's nice. Look at that. Damn.
So for this, I cubed the tofu.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's
and then
great.
I also want to add.
Oh, let me ask you a quick question. Let me ask you a
before I put it
question. Do you, when these things are happening, do you freeze them, or you unfreeze them, or you could just have them out of the freezer?
Right out of the freezer.
Right out of the freezer. Okay, now what are we
Then
doing?
I'm putting a little soy to give the tofu a little more flavor.
Okay.
On the tofu. Normally
Okay.
I do that before I put in
Yeah.
the potatoes.
Okay.
But we're
There
doing
we
it all
go.
at once right now.
Wow, this looks great. And it's hearty, you know,
It
and
is
it's
hearty.
so fast. You've given me a good idea, because, you know, I make tofu often, but it didn't occur to me, A, to make it in a pot, and it never occurred to me to just take some frozen and pour it on there. That is super, super exciting. I love that.
Well, and then you have a main dish. You
yeah,
know, it's
okay.
easy.
Yeah, and Judith Allen says, like the pumpkin sitting there. Yes, these are hearty little dishes for the fall and the winter season. And Judith says, enjoy your trip to Hilton Head Low Country Veg Fest. Yes, you please, if you're in that area, come to the Hilton Head Low Country Veg Fest next weekend. We are very excited. It's Saturday, and I'll be speaking. It's going to be a lot of fun. In fact, on Thursday, I'm going to be talking to the organizers. There are ladies like yourself from the South who are 100% vegan, you know, just passionate and active in spreading veganism to the South. And South has a lot more veganism than we know. Asheville, North Carolina is a hotbed of veganism.
It is. It's all changing. It's becoming far more common. I mean, it's a little more challenging to go vegan in the South because, you know, there aren't as many vegans. We're really spoiled in LA.
Yeah. Okay, so
here we go.
This is it. This is so fast and
quite
fabulous.
ready, but I won't feed it to you frozen. It takes just a few more minutes.
Yeah. Okay. This is good. And Carol Lynn
see
says,
where we're going.
Trader Joe's vegan cream cheese is my favorite. I love it. Yes. So you know, one of the things people go, well, what do you eat? You got to be strategic about it. Get the Happy Cow app. Find out where all the vegan restaurants are in your area. I use it everywhere in the world. Just download the Happy Cow app. There's a free version everywhere I go. To Prague, to South Carolina, to Florida. First thing I do is open my phone, get the Happy Cow app. It'll tell you where the Trader Joe's are. So even if you're traveling, people say, oh, I can't be vegan because I travel. Guess what? I travel tons. I pack my lunch for the plane. If it's international, I request a vegan meal. And I whip out my Happy Cow app everywhere I've gone, Texas, anywhere. You put that Happy Cow app, there will be a vegan restaurant nearby, or at very least a Trader Joe's or some other health food store.
Whole Foods something.
Yeah. There's really no excuse in today's day and age with Trader Joe's and Whole Foods and all of those. Jane Unchained, need the info on how to get involved in the broadcast community. Didier, we love, just instant message me on Facebook. I'd love to have you as a contributor. In fact, I've been talking to BJ about being a contributor because she'd be a great contributor. She's got a great kitchen and she's whipping up some really great meals with the emphasis of cheap, easy, and fast. And she says that doesn't describe her.
It's not me, though. None of those actually describe me.
None of those adjectives apply to her. Okay, so I think we're ready for the taste test. Okay. Let's do it. All right, dish number 2. We told you it was fast and certainly inexpensive. People don't realize how inexpensive tofu is. I mean, you could feed a
it's
family
about
of 4.
$2 a pound.
Yeah, $2
not even.
a pound.
Like
Come
it
on.
comes in a 14 ounce.
Yeah.
And in this 14 ounce, it was $1.69.
$1.69
This is
for all
cheap
that. You
protein.
can feed a whole family. Okay, all right, so we're going to do this. You did a very good job last time, so I'm going to give this to you. And remember, don't fiddle with the buttons. The reason I say that, we had a lovely chef the other day. She was brilliant, but she fiddled with the buttons and everything went crazy. Okay, so here I go. What are we calling this?
Oh gosh, I really need to have a name for that.
This is, how about potatoes, mushrooms, and tofu? It's almost like a goulash.
Right.
Gorgeous goulash. This is really good.
Tofu goulash.
Tofu goulash. It's good. This is hearty.
Tofu shrimp.
You know, even though it's warm here in LA today, it has gotten chilly. Last night it was quite chilly. And then I want to put the fireplace on and I want something hearty.
That's it.
Okay.
You know, and I also make
You're inspiring
soups
me.
with tofu.
Yeah.
You know, you can add
This
those
is
to your
really good.
vegetable soups that you make in the fall. You can also add it to just about
This is really good.
everything.
This is really good.
The other thing I like to do with tofu, when I just do the scramble and I do it plain, I like to take a little vegan mayo and a little bit of maybe chopped onion, a little chopped celery, and make it into a faux egg salad. You can serve that on a bed of lettuce, or you can serve it on a bagel.
I'm telling you, this is good. This is good.
So many easy ways to eat tofu.
And you know, whatever your favorite vegetables are, you can find one of these combos, Trader Joe's, or they have them at Ralph's too. You know, Ralph's good. What's it called? Simple Truth is doing a lot of vegan options, which we got to give them a shout out when they do the right thing. You can't just criticize them when they do the wrong thing. I mean, Simple Truth is doing a lot of vegan options. So I have a Ralph's near me. I go there and I get a lot of vegan stuff. They have a whole vegan section.
When I'm visiting my mom at home in Georgia, the closest place is a Walmart. And I actually stay vegan, and you'd be surprised. Not that I'm a huge fan of Walmart. Don't go there with me. But what I'm saying is that if that's all you have, you can still find tofu. You can find some form of a rice pilaf that doesn't have meat or animal products. You can find all these great frozen veggie dishes that you just add some tofu. Then you've got a complete meal.
Or Costco. We profiled, they took out the Polish sausage, thank God. They added the al pastor salad, which is vegan, and the acai bowl, which is vegan. They're delicious. We went there to taste test. We're like, hey, this is a good salad. And it's a huge salad for a very low price. Under $5. You would never get a salad that cheap anywhere else. So check that out. Let's
Costco
not be
excellent. It is.
Yeah. And
they have a new veggie burger as well.
Yeah, they have
a new vegan burger that I've heard great things about.
Yeah, and I also go there and get giant edamame, you know, and I have the edamame in the shell. I love it. So, okay, I want to get your final thoughts. You are batting 1,000. Unbelievable. BJ Hollifield, tell us when you went vegan and why you went vegan.
I wanted to stop eating animals when I was a little kid, because there was something about it that just didn't seem right to me. But I was always super skinny. How long do I have, Jane, for the story?
Well, you know, I would say just give us the highlights.
The highlights? Okay. So, anyway, I waited because my mom was like, if you don't eat meat, you'll die. you know, it's like in that Southern accent, you will die, child, because you are skinny and you got to have some meat to live. And she was very, very wrong, but that was the idea back then. And it still is for many people. It wasn't until I was 25 that I learned about factory farming, and I was actually on a modeling job. I was always very thin, and it worked for me, but I pulled up the skirt and it was too tight. I'd made this little vow in my head that if I ever didn't need to gain weight, that I would be a vegetarian. So I pull up the skirt and it doesn't fit. It's tight. You know, I go ahead, plaster myself into it for the shot. And I came back and I asked the other girl, I said, do I need to lose weight? And she's like, well, you could either lose 5 pounds or you could work out more. And I was like, wow. And that's when I had the reckoning with myself, and I had to say, it's time. It's time to stop eating animals. You don't need to eat animals.
And you look fabulous. Everybody's saying, Tammy Ellis
so
says
many
you
years
look great.
ago.
How many years?
It's been over 20 years.
And you're a picture of health.
And my child is 13 years old. She's never had a piece of meat in her life. And she's doing incredibly well. She's an honors student. She's healthy. She plays volleyball. So meat is not necessary to live. There's no reason that we have to eat animals.
And it's killing us and it's killing the planet. All this
Absolutely
climate change.
killing the planet.
Yes.
The other thing is, you know, when we see the pollution that factory farming is doing, like with the hurricanes in North Carolina and all the sewage that went into, yes. Horrible.
Low-income homes for the most part. So, you know, those who consider themselves progressive, people who are humanitarians who want to end world hunger, you know, animals eat 40 times what they produce as meat. And there's kids dying of hunger who would love to have some of that soy and corn and grain. And they can't have it because we're eating the world's most inefficient food source. So for all those reasons, BJ, I want to thank you for being a great living example of health and nutrition and how great you can look and feel and just a wonderful, just a model, a role model and a fashion model.
Thank you so much, Jane. And thank you for being the incredible role model that you are for all of us.
Oh, wow. Well, let's see. Brandy Lang says, if you don't eat meat, what do you eat? Can you answer that?
I eat almost everything else except dairy and eggs. I don't eat any animal products, any animal flesh, no dairy, no eggs. I try to make sure that there are no trace amounts in anything that I consume, but there's so many vegetables.
We just
so
made
much
2 fast dishes. Did you just join us, Brandy? Because we just made a fabulous dish of potatoes and veggies with cubed tofu, and then we made a veggie scramble here. We are going to show you some pretty dressed up dishes of that, but I just tasted both of them. They're fabulous. There are thousands of fruits, vegetables, nuts, and grains. Yes. And there are only about 6 animals that we kill. She wants to know, do you eat seafood?
No, I don't. I don't eat any seafood. There was this thing about scallops that, you can eat scallops, but this is one of the dirtiest things you can eat in addition to killing the ecosystem. So I haven't had any seafood in many, many years. Yeah. There's really no need. And now we have all these wonderful substitutions. We have Beyond Meat. There are great seafood products coming up. Gardein has a fried fish substitute that is excellent. But I find that I've completely lost the taste for fish.
Yes.
You know, I love veggie burgers. Occasionally I like, a Gardein chicken burger.
And when we say chicken, we mean CHICK
apostrophe. Fake chicken. This is not real.
Not dead animals.
Right.
I mean, listen, anything, sometimes I taste them, they taste so much like meat, I'm afraid to eat them. But
I am scared of the Beyond Burger a little bit.
But for those people who want meat, you can't even tell the difference in a taste test. Chaz York says, I'm single because I refuse to be involved with a non-vegan. I have never regretted that decision. But now you can date because there's Veggie Date and there's all sorts of dating apps for vegans, and there's vegan meetups where you can meet people who share your values. And you know, most Americans are decent people. Brandy Lang says, the last year or so, I've found myself not even being able to chew meat. It's gross. Yay, Brandy!
Thank you, Brandy. And you know, it has veins, it has tendons, all that stuff in the meat. It's really disgusting when you start to look at it and think about what it really is. And with dating, this is my policy. I won't get involved with anyone who isn't vegan or vegetarian, but I will go out and talk to someone, see if they're interested. Are they veg friendly? And if, you know, they're interested in possibly going vegetarian or vegan, then we have something to talk about. So I try not to exclude up front completely based on the fact that they eat meat in that moment, because most of us ate meat at one point.
And I say animals now. I'm saying
Thank you, you're
most
right.
of us
Most
ate
of us
animals.
ate animals. I have to get used to that. But most of us ate animals at one point in our life. So, you know, I think it's best not to be too judgmental, but to give people a chance to change.
All right, we love you. BJ Hollifield, the model vegan. Bye.